Hello ladies and gentlemen, Brock the Best here, coming back at you with another video recorded on the exact same day as the 1000 subscriber Q&A. Thank you again for all the love and support, but this is the exact same day. This is later at night though. Truth is though, you'll be seeing this Wednesday like I promised in that video, but yell at Pastor Brock because he's the one who is impatient to open these amazing figures behind you. You guys can already see before the camera even turned on, he's already opened 3 out of the 4. He's the one who's impatient. Okay, so look, it's not my fault. It's him. It's all him. I'm just kidding. I really don't have split personality, but just wanted to upload this video now because I know Wednesday I'm probably going to be a little bit preoccupied. So I might as well get this out to you guys when I open them and when I talk about them. This is going to be part of a new series that I'm going to be doing. It's not going to be the official name, but I guess you could call it Baraka's Thoughts. It's not really something where I'm going to be reviewing the figures. There are plenty of people out there who do reviews of this stuff better than I do. They're all over the community, so if you want to see the actual reviews, go over articulation and everything, that's them. What I'll be going over is what makes me proud of these figures and what, could be a little bit disappointing, what could be improved on, and what is excellent, and I don't think that they can change. So as you can see, I've already opened 3 out of the 4, so I'm going to be cutting open this hawk here for you guys right now. But let me tell you guys something. Let me start off with a little bit of backstory about me. So, it's April 2009, or April 2010, okay? Little boy Baraka, he's sitting in his living room, okay? House that he just moved into, alright? He's watching Cartoon Network. He's watching the original Teen Titans, back when they had that on there. The ones that, it's not Teen Titans Go, but the original one I've heard. With basically the same voice actors, or most of the same voice actors, but you guys know what I'm talking about if you used to watch that DC stuff. I don't really watch DC anymore, but he's watching the original Teen Titans. He finishes the episode, and then he sees something come onto the TV called Star Wars The Clone Wars, okay? So, this little Baraka, he's very unfamiliar with this show. He's sitting down there, he's watching it, he's absorbing it, he's enjoying it. He's seeing all of these characters who he's never seen before interact with each other, and he is very entertained. He's very entertained, not interchanged, but very entertained with all of the action that's going on. The laser swords, the blasters, the pew 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 pew. That was me 11 years ago. And 11 years ago is around the same time that I went to a Walmart one day and I saw something that really caught my eyes. I saw a little 3 3/4 inch clone trooper from back then, and I thought that this was so cool because I was like, this is from the thing that I watched on TV. I asked my parents, walked out with it. That's really old now, but I still love this figure a lot. Look at that face sculpt though. I wish we could get something like that for 6-inch where it's a little bit more animated. Bro, that is still, even after 11 years of owning this guy, it's still very impressive to me. So, anyways, that's just a little bit of backstory. And he starts getting other characters, Mace Windu, everybody, all these other people, whole 9 yards. And he loves it. He starts watching the show more. And then one day he goes to a Value Village. He goes to around the checkout aisle, because it's about 3 years later, he goes to around the checkout aisle. He sees something. It's called Star Wars The Phantom Menace. It's the little VHS tape. He asks his mom. He asks his dad. He buys it from the Value Village for about $3. He's blown away. He's blown away. He's very entertained by that too. And then from that point on, it's down the rabbit hole. That is how I got into Star Wars. The Clone Wars introduced me, and then basically everything else sucked me in. So whenever there is, today, right now, whenever there is anything that is Clone Wars related announced, much like many of you, I'm incredibly excited. Whenever something is announced that's new, it's always, always, always very exciting to get a new clone trooper announced, or a new character from this, or a new character from that episode, or a new character from this arc, or a new character from that arc, a new appearance of a character that we have not seen before. And if I've ever had a Star Wars Black Series wish list, I do have wish lists for things that I collect, like the Marvel stuff and the MCU collections. I have wish lists for what I want from those, but if there was ever, if you ever asked me, Brock, what 2 figures from the Black Series do you want most? What 3, actually? I would say, flat out to you, I want a Clone Wars Season 5, or Season 3 to Season 5 appearance of Ahsoka. And I want the Jedi General appearance of both Anakin Skywalker and ObiWan Kenobi. And the fact that it is 2020, and I thought that it was going to be forever until we see these figures, and it's just 2020 now, and we're getting some of the best interpretations of these characters ever. I'm blown away. I'm going to get into every single one of these individually. But, so basically that's the whole backstory. So let me just say this. Before I get into the nitty gritty, I'm going to be very biased towards these in 2 ways. Number 1, I'm going to be more lenient on things that I think I would nitpick on other figures. But I'm also going to be more nitpicky on things that I feel could have been improved, because these are things that I wanted for a very long time. So I'm A, super excited, and that's clouding my judgment, but I'm also B, super critical because I was super excited. So that being said, hold on, I'm sitting too low on this chair. Alright, let me bring it up a little bit. That being said, we're going to start off with the... Who should we start off with? Let's start off with the Anakin, okay? So thoughts on this Anakin. Number 1. I think it's a great face. A lot of people would disagree, but I think that the face is magnificent on this. Number 2. The way that they designed the body, it looks great. On, like, the new Star Wars Black Series formula of what I've seen, it's whenever you can, put in butterfly joints. Whenever you can. Whenever it's possible. That's what I've seen. In all the new Black Series figures, butterfly joints on every single one. This figure is no exception. And always try to find a way to improve off of the old sculpt. So I've seen them mix and match different sculpts. This figure is an exclusive. Usually exclusives are repaints. This figure does have repaint, or does have redos of the old one, or the 2014/Archive Wave Anakin. The legs are exactly the same. The legs have the same issues with the ankles. That figure, one of its greatest weaknesses is the ankles. But when I tell you that this figure improves on almost everything that figure lacks, it's magnificent. The elbows, y'all see those elbows? Your eyes aren't fooling you. Those elbows, the old one could hardly even do a 80 degree, a 70 degree. Look at this. That's definitely more than 90. Okay, that might just be, no, that's more than 90. That's like 100 degree bend right there. Both sides, ladies and gentlemen. Both sides. You got the shoulder pads. The only thing I will say about this, I hate it whenever shoulder pads are separate pieces, because they always end up warping if you want to get into good poses. Like look. It's never going to look natural. I wish that this was glued onto the arm. But these do move if you try to move it with the arm. If you just grab it onto it and then hold it like that, it moves individually. So yes, this figure definitely does not disappoint. But let me just reiterate this. I am defending the face sculpt on this guy. It's amazing. I like it a lot. People say that it looks like Greta from, I forgot her last name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Greta. And they said that they don't need a Greta Skywalker on their shelf. Honestly, I think that the face looks great. Don't have any complaints about it. This Anakin figure, if I had to say it right now, I honestly, even though I did want retooling at first, and I wasn't very impressed when I saw this figure for the first time, it's great. It's great. I don't think you could ask for much more. So yes, the only thing I wish for was I wish that the ankles were different, because these ankles can be a little bit loosey-goosey, and the feet are weird. So standing that up might be a little bit of a challenge. I'm definitely going to try to find a way to pose this better. But there's that. So that, I would say, we're just going to keep that there for now. For reserve, let's just blow through this hawk real quick. This hawk is on the... It has the Bly and Rex biceps right there. But it has the old clone elbows. Shoulders. So it does not really... Okay, you know what? That's actually extra far. Okay, they kind of modified this. Before I know that the Bly mold, it could not be done on most figures because of the shoulders and the way that the shoulders have to go in for the pauldron. The pauldron have to cover the shoulders because there's an extra indent in there for more movement. But they definitely managed to engineer this figure in a way that is good. I do wish this came with the new legs. People nitpick on the new legs about, I guess it's not nitpicking. It is a real genuine thing that even Hasbro over there, the Hasbro team, they've been trying to, work out and solve. They've been trying to figure out the reason why, or how to move the knee pads separately on the new mold. I don't know if you'll be able to see up there, but I have my 332nd Trooper kneeling down like this. Just kind of like that with this blaster rifle holding up in the air. And it looks great, but if they can find a way to re-engineer these knee pads, I'm fine with it. What I've noticed on my figure, though, look at this leg. Look at how loose that is. You see that? Do not like that. Do not like loose joints. Because loose joints mean not able to stand very well. Not able to stand very well means constantly falling over. Constantly falling over means waking me up at 3 a.m. And waking me up at 3 a.m. means not going to be happy in the morning. But other than that, this figure looks great. I've been seeing a lot of complaints about people with their little nozzle strip right there. Their little, I don't even know what to call it, oxygen mask on the helmet not being able to, or not being glued on straight. I feel like mine is considerably straight. But no, mine is totally fine. Mine is totally fine. But if you guys do have options in the store and you see multiples, definitely try to phase out which ones look bad. But this figure is probably the least desirable in the way for most people. Or at least for a lot of people. I know that there are some people who just collect clones out of the Black Series, and honestly I respect it. But yes, that is great. Now we're getting into the two most popular figures of the wave, at least for me, right now. Let's start with the Echo first. These two are both equally amazing, but let's start with the Echo first. This figure is magnificent. They could not have engineered this better. I'm very impressed with the range of motion on this guy. The amount of articulation he has, I am very surprised as well. The legs move a lot more than I thought they would. I thought this skirt would really limit it a lot, but the legs move enough. The arms, bro, look at that range of motion, y'all. And even if I pull up the little shoulder pad right there, it'd go even further. Do y'all see that? That is insane. Got the elbows. One thing I like about, I used to complain about single joints a lot on Black Series when I started collecting it. Like that 2015, I believe it was the First Order Stormtrooper. The single jointed elbows on those guys were terrible, but Hasbro, one thing I realized is that single jointed elbows, it's pinless, basically. It looks more realistic. It's just, would you deal with the limited range of motion. But now the single elbows, honestly, they've been engineering them in ways that it keeps on impressing me. And now I literally don't even complain. Now double jointed elbows are starting to look weird to me, believe it or not. But still, every single Black Series figure got the butterfly joints in there. It's hard to see them, but they're always in there now. Like this figure is engineered. It's mastercraft. It's mastercraft. You can't ask for much more than this. This is making me so excited because now imagine all the stuff that we can get. They can release ARC Troopers like all day. Just release a 4-pack, guys. 4-pack. ARC Troopers of every single unit. Release a cult. Release anything. Repaints and everybody will buy it, I guarantee you. This figure is the blueprint for greatness in the Black Series line, and I cannot wait to get more. But this Echo, magnificent. Magnificent. But now, we're getting into the true star of this exclusive wave for me. The figure that was top on my wish list for Black Series forever. Ever and ever and ever. And it is this Clone Wars Obi-Wan. You know what's really funny? The Clone Wars Obi-Wans always end up being my favorite figures in my collection. That's weird. The Clone Wars Obi-Wan I have up there is my favorite. And now we got this one, which is probably going to be my new favorite. Like, this is insane. This figure, it's beautifully sculpted. Beautifully sculpted. You got the mixture of the clone legs and the clone arms, and then you got the white of the suit. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think it can get much better than that. It can't. Realistically. That is just, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. That is amazing. Baraka's thoughts overview on this wave. I'm going to be doing the same thing for the Disney Plus wave this coming Friday. Even though y'all are seeing this Wednesday. Hopefully Baraka wasn't too impatient and then he ended up uploading the video before he said that he would. But hopefully y'all are seeing this Wednesday. Doing the same thing for the Disney Plus wave on Friday. Still got them all over here. So I'm going to be doing them for all of these. Boom. Boom. Got the Wanda right here. I had some strong feelings on this wave before I got it in hand, but now, honestly, looking at them in person, I gotta say, I still am very impressed. We are in a great era of action figure collecting. And honestly, it's great on all ends. It's great on all ends. So I'm super excited to get into those. But, quick overview of this wave, as you can see. Hopefully we weren't running too low on time here. But yes. I'm definitely going to pose these on the shelf better later, but just to kind of give you guys an idea of what could go on. This Obi-Wan. Magnificent. Let's put this up here. Ooh. Let's get some white light up in there. Shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Boom. So here we have the 2008 CGI animated Clone Wars. Then here we have the 2D Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars. If you guys have this new figure, comment down below which one you like better. And then we take another jewel from this wave. If you guys want to see him next to the Legends. Boom. There he is in the Legends display. But that's not fitting now, is it? Let's prop him up next to our Obi-Wan up there. Boom. This probably isn't going to be how I pose him for sure. But you guys are getting a rough idea. Hawk. Oh, whoops. Did not have this one posed too well. We're going to have to fix that one up later. Alright, but see you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one, and see you all later. Baraka the best out. My camera's cutting out. Alright, but I'll see you all. Have a good one. See ya.